friends, my name is Kayla Rain, and today I'm doing my summer book haul. So I think I'm going to start breaking down my book hauls into different seasons because I am buying less books, I'm utilizing my library more, and I'm trying to read my own personal collection first because I have quite a few unread books that I need to get to. So I am just going to break it down a little bit and not do monthly hauls because I'm not really buying in that volume anymore to be able to do monthly hauls. But I do have a nice collection of books sitting beside of me that I would like to share with you guys. So I'm going to start with Girl on a Wire by Gwenda Bond. I was very happy to be gifted this from my fiance. He was making an order for some comic books and just threw this in his cart, and I'm so excited to have it. This is a book that I've been talking about wanting to read for a long time, but I just haven't gotten around to picking it up. And there are some new additions to this book coming out. I think there's a sequel as well as a graphic novel series, or maybe just one graphic novel coming out that is following this particular storyline. So I'm very excited to pick this up. I definitely love circus stories, and while I don't agree with circuses in general as far as like animal treatment goes, I definitely love kind of the atmosphere and magical setting that it creates in literature. I also picked up Sarafina and the Black Coat by Robert Beatty, and this was an autographed copy in my local Barnes & Noble because I do live in the area where Robert lives, so he visits my bookstore often enough to sign some books, which I am very excited about. And yeah, I already read this one. It was really, really good. It was a really dark middle grade novel, which I've never read a middle grade novel that was quite as dark as this, but I really enjoyed it. It had some horror elements to it that really played into the middle grade genre, so I think that as long as you go into this book, you know, with a mindset that this is middle grade, it's written for middle grade, I think you can thoroughly enjoy this. Yet another book that I have already devoured and absolutely loved. This is Wild Swans by Jessica Spotswood. It was so good. I liked it so much. It is this really great summer contemporary book. It takes place in the summer, so I know that summer reads doesn't really mean much to a lot of people, but this is legitimately like a book that takes place in the summer and has very summer-like vibes. It is a little bit of a heavier contemporary novel because there are a lot of different issues that go on in this novel, so it's not very light and fluffy, but I still found that some of the moments with the friendships and the relationships and the family aspects were just very well done and very sweet and touching. And because I still have a crap ton of credit from my local used bookstore, I went ahead and picked up a few things, including The Duff by Cody Keplinger. This is a book that was on my radar immediately when Sylvia over at Wish Fulfillment had recommended it because it has a parent with a substance use disorder, I believe she said, and it's done pretty well. And that's something I'm always interested in as far as representation goes. I want to see that done well. I want to see that well represented. So I definitely wanted to pick this up and read it and kind of see how I felt about it, and if I really liked it, I would love to recommend it to many other people. I also picked up P.S. I Love You by Cecilia Ahern. I received a book by Cecilia Ahern in one of my owl crates a couple months ago, and while that wasn't one that was really on my radar, I have wanted to pick up P.S. I Love You. This is her debut novel, so I'm very interested to read that. And yeah, it's supposed to be like a really sappy, sad romance book, and sometimes I get in the mood for those, and when I do, I'll have this to pick up. And like I said, trade credit, so you know, basically free books. And finally, I picked up Chopsticks by Jessica Anthony and Rodrigo Corral. And this is a very strange graphic novel. It has actual pictures in it and writing as in like handwriting, and I'm not really sure what it's about, but I saw it and it intrigued me, and it's YA and trade credit, so I picked it up. And you know, if I really don't like it, I can just bring it back and it can go to someone else's home. But I was just interested in this, and I'll probably get to it this month because the cover is really giving me some summer vibes. But that has been it for my book haul today. Like I said, I'm going to start doing these by season. If I end up having a lot of books for any particular reason, I might do some other book hauls in addition to that. But I am trying to cut down on my book buying habits because I do want to utilize my library a little bit more. I definitely want to utilize my personal library more. And I am just setting new financial goals for myself in life. I'm getting ready to be married, and Chris and I have some you know, goals that we want to work towards financially, so we're definitely rearranging our budget a little bit. And one of the things that I decided to cut back on personally was my book buying. That doesn't mean I'm not going to continue to buy books, but for me, when I go and purchase books, I want it to be books that I'm genuinely looking forward to, or I've heard a lot of buzz about, that I'm definitely going to be getting to within the near future. And that's something that I kind of set a goal for myself at the beginning of the year, but I want to kind of tighten that goal just a little bit more. If you would like to follow me on my other social media sites, I will leave links in the down bar below for my Twitter, Goodreads, and Instagram, and I would love to see you guys on there. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay weird.